guys, it's Luke here with Lifestyle Off-Road. Today it is 65 degrees out and somehow in December in the Midwest. So I wanted to take advantage of the weather and be able to show you what it's like driving around with the gear shade on and the top down. Before we do that though, I wanted to go through some of the issues and how to clean these windows on these soft tops. So if you take a close look, I ran this through the car wash and hopefully you guys can see this, but there's all sorts of stuff all over the window. So I wanted to talk about how you clean these and just kind of general care. First thing is, you want to make sure you're using something on the window to clean it that's lubricating. I know water's not a huge lubricant, but if you use enough of it, you're not going to scratch the surface. You're also going to want 2 microfiber cloths. I'm going to kind of do this 2 different ways. So you can either just heavily soak it and just lightly wipe it down. And then use your other towel to dry. Or the other thing is, you can take something like a quick wax. Just give it a couple sprays, and that is going to help lubricate, so you're not going to scratch your window. You're just cleaning it. You're wiping off the grime, and then we'll use the second microfiber just to dry it off. There we go. So now I got a clean window. Now the one problem I've had with these, and I was able to figure out how to fix it pretty quickly, is when it's raining or the roads are just wet and you're getting road spray, these things are kind of hard to see through. So you could see like headlights, but you couldn't necessarily see really the car behind you. So what I have found is if you just take some sort of wax, now you could use any wax, this is literally just what I have laying around, and a clean applicator pad, and you can wax these windows. Now, don't get the wax on the fabric. I can't imagine that's going to be very easy to get off. Kind of what I do is, you can see this line that kind of goes around the window for the seam of how they have it sewn in. I stop there. So you just wax the window like you'd wax your vehicle. Circular motions. Now you want to make sure the window is clean first, but you wax it, let that dry for a few seconds, and then use, again, a clean microfiber cloth. That's the biggest thing. Nothing's worse than taking a dirty one, trying to clean your window, and all you do is scratch it. So you let that dry for a second, and then you just buff it out. And this helps a ton with clarity. And I've been doing this for a couple months. Every now and then I'll just throw a fresh coat of wax on it, and it really helps clear it up. And the water really beads off of it now. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and clean the other windows before I take them off, and I'll be back when we're doing the road test. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is soft top operation. So a lot of people are worried about hitting these bars when they're taking the soft top up or down. The problem only occurs when you're bringing it back up, but let me show you what you can do to make sure that does not happen. So I have it unlatched, and I'm going to bring the top back. So once it's at its first position, you pull down lever number 1 and you just bring it straight back. Okay, so you make sure both sides are locked down. And that's just a matter of giving them a little push. That's about the only thing you have to go to the passenger side for, is once you bring it down, you just kind of push down and you hear a click and you know you're ready to go. So when you are bringing this up, here is the trick you need to know so you don't hit your bar. Now you can see I've got this vinyl on here just to protect it, because I was just as worried as everyone else at first. Probably need to take some time to pull that off because it doesn't look so great. But here's how you properly pull the soft top back up. The first thing is you push down again on lever number 1. Now, did you hear that click? Got it clicked in again. So listen, you can hear a pretty firm click. That means both sides are released. So what you need to do, and they highlight it for you, is you need to lift where it says lift. I like to hold this down also just to make sure it doesn't catch, but you hold this down and then you grab where it says lift and you go straight up. You naturally want to grab something up here and you want to pull it forward. That is not what you do. That is what causes it to swing and hit the roll bar here. So click it down, hold it down, put your hand under where it says lift, and you lift up, and it's going to pull it in the right direction. And then you can just flip this down and you're ready to go. So one more time, click this down, lift it up, and roll it back. Click it into place. Click it down, listen for that firm click, and then lift at the sticker straight up. And I'm not getting anywhere close. I mean, you guys would be able to see if I was making new marks. I'm not getting anywhere close to hitting that roll bar. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You lift up. You don't lift forward. You pick it up to make the soft top go back on. Okay. So I'm going to have a pop-up that's going to show you my GPS speed, and we're just going to take off. It's been a minute since I've had the top off. Hopefully you guys can see it. It moves a little bit, but I can already tell you we're going 50 miles an hour right now. This is so much better than the best top, because that thing would start flopping like crazy. I might need to adjust the rear straps a little bit too, but I don't feel like this thing's gonna fly off by any means. It's adding very minimal noise above what it would be like if I didn't have a sunshade on at all. So here's 60. The front doesn't seem to be really moving at all. It's just the back a little bit. Starting to kind of bow up a little bit, but still not bad. It's not like it's flapping heavily over my head or anything. It's flapping a little in the back, and that might go away if I adjust the straps a little bit. Sunlight right now. It's providing plenty of shade. In the summer, this is going to be perfect. for cruising around. If you were stuck in bumper to bumper traffic, this would definitely be something you would want. So you can have the top down, enjoy the sunshine, but still not get completely sunburned. So there's my review. Overall, I'm pleased. The installation was simple, as you could see by the other video. It's got the little pockets in the corners, which are nice. It doesn't really make any extra noise, which is great. So yeah, overall, there's a link in the description below. You can go and buy one for yourself. These things are available in lots of different colors also. So go to lifestyleoffroad.com, check one out, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody.